Theo Tutkaluk here with Amateur Sports TV. Sitting beside me today, the head coach of the men's hockey team, McConnell. Thank you for joining us. You've been here since day one, correct?
Correct, yes.
Started as assistant head coach with Rod?
Yeah.
And what have you noticed in the changes in the academy in the short 3 years?
Well, we've progressed quite a bit in all aspects, just from recruiting to the way we run things to the school aspect, putting it all together. And there was some bumps the first year, but I think we've got ourselves now to be in a pretty good academy with everything kind of in place. And both teams are pretty strong teams now too, so that's a big part of it.
So third year, first year as a head coach. What do you see at the beginning of the season so far, a 2-2 record? How the boys been playing?
It was pretty good. Going down to the States, we're playing the prep level down there, and we're a pretty young team, so we're playing, some of the kids are 4 years older down there, so I was pretty pleased being 2-2. We could have been 3-1 actually, and even the first game traveled all day and we were a little sluggish in that game, so no, I'm impressed. We got a lot of work to do, but you got to start somewhere, and bringing kids in from all over, it takes time to gel, and we'd only been on the ice a couple weeks too, so no, I'm quite pleased where we're at.
So the school season just starts, game shape, getting there. Where are we headed to next? When's the next set of games for the men's team?
We have a doubleheader here this Sunday or Saturday, I believe, against High School Elite from Winnipeg, and then I'm giving the boys a weekend off, a home weekend, so they can go home, because then we really start heavy. We'll be in Banff one weekend and then back to Blaine, so our schedule is quite heavy. We don't get a whole lot of time off. So
in the league, how often do they travel? And is it like it's mostly Western Canada and the States, correct?
Correct, yeah. We're almost going pretty much every weekend. Very few weekends we get off, and if we have them off, we try to get some games locally in Pilot Mound. Just exhibition, just so that we're constantly playing.
Okay, Rick, so let me ask you this last question. What is it about the Hockey Academy that brings to the student athlete something that they would not normally receive if they were home?
Well, an academy brings a lot. For me, the aspect of school, combining school and hockey together, these kids are learning how to travel. It's much like the Western Hockey League, the amount of time we spend on the bus, traveling all over, learning to be on top of their schoolwork, controlling their life, being away from home, being disciplined. A lot goes in, so it's a huge experience for them, just to travel, to see the country that playing in AAA, you don't get to see as much of the country. We're all over the Western Canada and the States, so you see a lot of different areas. Plus, they're highly scouted this way. It's the scouting these kids get. It's crazy how the places we are at. So overall, I think it's just the experience of the travel and being on the ice every day at a high level.
I'd like to thank Coach McConnell for joining us. We finally got him to sit down. Theo Tutkaluk with the Amateur Sports TV.